Good afternoon, lovely people. Welcome back to the channel. Actually, I suppose since I'm the one who's been away, you should be saying welcome back to me, but you can't really do that. But yeah, it's been a moment since I've recorded one of these. And in fact, it's been a moment since I've actually been out delivering, just because few things had cropped up which made it impossible for me to get out on the roads. One was that I put my motorbike in for servicing, and turned out there was a problem with the brake pads, and had to have that sorted out, and they had to send off for the specialist brake pads. One of the problems with these electric bikes, I suppose. And that took a week or so. And then the second thing was I had to move house. We had to move from, it wasn't very far, it was only a couple of miles, but obviously moving house takes a long time, and that sucked up the rest of my time. So it's been a good couple of weeks since I've gone out. I went out last night, and that was the first time I've been out for a good couple of weeks. And this is the first time for me to come out and do a bit of recording as well. And it's great to be back out. It's sort of a Monday lunchtime, and it's good to be out delivering. I've got my first order, just a short little one from a burger place. So I'll just go and pick that up. It's been a very stressful couple of weeks with various things, and so this is a welcome distraction from all of those other things, to get out on the bike and potter around the city delivering stuff to people. You kind of forget how much you kind of enjoy doing this and how much you miss it when you don't do it. You feel very cooped up at home, not being able to get out on the bike and explore the city. So it really is. It's a beautiful day as well. Oof, it's warm, surprisingly, for October. This is when it starts to get really chilly. I was out last night and it was quite chilly, but suddenly today it's lovely. So yeah, it's great to be back out. Cheers, buddy. Say again? No. A lot of them are like this, though, you know. It's all among the rubbish and the trash. I'll see you later. All right, let's go drop this one off. It's only like a £3 order, but it's only going like a mile or so. Now, you might have seen I do have actually another bike as well. I bought another bike and did a brief review of it in another video. It's a bit more powerful petrol bike. It's a Honda. I've still got it, and it is, the plan is still to replace this with it, but I'm still in the process of selling this one, which is a bit more complicated than I thought. There's not quite the demand for electric bikes, particularly sort of third-hand ones, which are a bit battered up and with high mileage on it. And so I'm in the process of trying to work out how to do that. And then also have to work out how to kind of transfer insurance across from this bike to the other one. So until I've done that, I'm still going to carry on delivering on this. But then with the new one, hopefully we'll have that up and running in a couple of weeks and can do a bit more sort of exciting things with it, go to a few different places, go to some different towns, cities, even maybe out into like the Peak District and stuff, to see if I can deliver there. Should be fun. Really looking forward to that. All right, buddy, how are you? There you go, sir. Have you got your code?
Yeah, 44.
44. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. All right, that's that first order knocked down. And yeah, it's been pretty frustrating, really, because I missed a lot of the sort of Freshers Week stuff at the university, which is always pretty profitable. And there just wasn't anything I could do about it, really, which is a shame. And I promised myself on this shift and this recording, I'm not going to talk about anything except deliveries and anything delivery related. This was after my ill-fated attempt to, and largely accidental, foray into political YouTubing. I made a YouTube short a few weeks back, and it was really just a throwaway thing. I was just trying to sort of put something out because I hadn't put something out for a bit. I thought, oh, you know, in one of my videos I talked briefly about this guy, still not sure of his pronunciation, this YouTuber called Charlie Vitch, Vitch, I think it is. And he'd done a video. He came to Sheffield basically and sort of walks around. His basic shtick is you know, he likes to sort of try to wind people up and get people to attack him, and you know, particularly, you know, ethnic groups, let's put it that way.
Do you want people to come and hurt us? Is that what it is? Anyway, you know, you're on CCTV now. We've already told the cops about you, mate. We've told the cops about you.
Lack of patriotism, or
you mean being a scary guy swearing at people and following them?
I didn't really know much about this guy, but his video popped up in my feed, and I think because he came to Sheffield, I think he normally does his stuff in Manchester, because I watched his videos afterwards and saw his basic spiel. But he came to Sheffield and, you know, seemed to struggle to get people to sort of hate him, basically. He seemed intent on trying to sort of wind people up, and everyone just kind of ignored him. And I thought it was quite amusing that Sheffield didn't sort of rise to the bait. And, you know, most of all, I think the guy just came across as a bit of a bully. And actually not even a bully, the kind of person who makes friends with bullies. And, you know, that's a good analogy because he walks around with his own bodyguard who he then basically sets on people when they try to beat him up. So he's that kind of snivelly, weaselly kind of dude who you remember from school who, you know, would always make friends with the bullies and use it as a way for him to then get their own back on people they don't like. You know what I mean, sort of morons. And I think I just sort of thought, oh, you know, he's the sort of person I would hope that, you know, I've got kids, I'm an older gentleman. I would hope that my kids wouldn't run into people like that, or even worse, turn into people like that. And so I just made this video. It was a throwaway sort of minute thing. By God, the hate that I got for that, though. I've deleted most of the comments now, but, you know, clearly this person is very, very popular with a lot of people. Presumably people who are sort of similar to him in their nature. And, yeah, it was really quite vitriolic. Wasn't the reason I really got into doing these YouTube videos. It was to spread slightly more positive message than that. So it was a bit surprising to suddenly get all these comments and, you know, calling me all kinds of names. And being angry with me for daring to say anything negative about this guy. So yeah, very surprising. Oh, perfect. All right, just got a KFC order in just from the KFC I'm just putting up at now. Probably won't be ready, but still, it's good to be here. Is that for me? Is that 8267? Yes. Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Is it both of those, yeah? The drink, okay, cool. All right, let's go and drop this one off. It's going to take about 3 miles for £5 odd, which isn't too bad. So yeah, I don't think my plan recording these videos was to get into heated political discussions with people. It does seem almost impossible not to have those these days, given the slightly divisive state of the world, both here and more notably in the United States. But I think I'm reaching that age where I'm not sure I've got the mental energy to engage with that. I think what I can do, hopefully, by doing these kinds of videos, is just show people that delivery drivers are not quite what people expect them to be, that there is a sort of a professionalism and a honesty to the work we do. That's regardless of ethnicity. It carries across all of us. And that it's not this, also this golden egg where you can make thousands and thousands of pounds, which everyone seems convinced of. What has been noticeable since coming back is that the fees seem to be a lot better, especially on Uber Eats. Uber Eats, which I frequently complained about for really crappy fees, a very noticeable difference. And they're offering a lot of these kind of quests now where you do sort of 10 orders and you get 20 quid, and 15 orders and you get 30 quid, and there's a real incentive there, whereas before it was like complete one order and get £1, and it really wasn't worth it most of the time. But you know, doing these slightly longer quests with bigger amounts, it is a bit more of an incentive. And I think this is possibly a consequence of the increased kind of security they've had to put onto the apps to try to discourage people working illegally on them. Both of them are now doing pretty random face ID checks. It was only Uber Eats before, now Deliveroo are doing it. So, you know, it can be every hour or every few hours or even, you know, a day, but you just don't know when the face ID checks are going to pop up. And so, you know, if you're working illegally, you need to, and renting an account from someone else, it's going to be a real pain to keep getting that person's face in front of the device or whatever, or getting them to keep doing the face check. And that can only be a good thing. I mean, just reducing the general sort of criminality around these apps and the people who work on them, I think, is a good thing. This is not about legal migrants or anything like that. This is just that it is dangerous to have people working on the platform who don't have the right documentation. And also did get an email through, I think it's from Deliveroo and the Union GMB, I think I've mentioned those in previous videos, saying that very soon they're going to start paying for waiting time. So if you're stuck in a restaurant or takeaway waiting for an order after a certain period of time, I think in this case 10 minutes, they said they would start paying whatever it is, 20p a minute or something like that. I mean, it's not a huge amount. It'd be good if it was after, say, 5 minutes rather than 10, but I suppose better than nothing. Better than a kick in the teeth. This guy had some very specific instructions. Let me just stop and read what they are. All right then, mate. There you go, buddy. Cheers. Have you got your code? 48. Cheers. Thanks for the instructions. Very clear as well and helpful. Cheers. Yeah, it's always nice to kind of give props to customers who put in nice, clear instructions to how to get to their house or flat or whatever, because sometimes it's an absolute nightmare finding some of these places, and it's really not clear, especially when you've got these sort of blocks of flats where, you know, some of the buildings are odd numbered and even numbered, and you can't always find which ones are which, and just end up they all kind of look quite similar, and you just end up wandering around aimlessly until you have to phone them, and then get slightly annoyed that you had to phone them. So yeah, gotta give them thumbs up when they do that. Encourage more customers to give precise instructions. All right, got another order straight in from Subway. It's an £8 order, again on Deliveroo. He's going a bit out into the countryside, this one though, which is okay. It's £8. It is lunchtime. It's a reasonable paying order. Might get a tip as well, so you never know. If not, then it's a nice pleasant drive into the countryside and a nice pleasant drive back. So I can't get too pissy about it. I could be stuck at home, you know, unboxing things from the house move and trying to work out where to put everything, which is considerably less interesting than doing this, I tell you. Pleasure. Got that one, buddy. That's the one. Cheers. All right, let's drop this one off. Got a bit of a way to go. Got about 4 miles to go on this one. So look at this, gorgeous. Coming through Hillsborough, you got Hillsborough Park there on the right. Autumn leaves, look at that. It's difficult to get too upset with the state of the world when things look like this. All right, buddy. It's okay. I'll come to you. There you go, buddy. Cheers. Have a good one, mate. Was it 7-0, you said? Yeah. Thank you. All right, that one's done. Nothing popped up yet. Obviously, we are a bit out in the sticks here, so probably not much chance of getting too many orders, but hope springs eternal. So yeah, I probably made about 17 quid in an hour or so, just over an hour, which isn't awful for lunchtime. I think my general expectation now is if I go out in the sort of morning, early morning, earning £10 an hour is reasonable. If you go out in the middle of the day, £15 an hour is reasonable. And if you go out in the evening, sort of 18 to 20 pounds is reasonable. So anything that's there or thereabouts for any of those numbers at those different parts of the day, I'm happy with. So yeah, 17 quid for an hour or so's work is good for me during lunchtime. All right, folks, back in Sheffield. As soon as I got back to civilization, managed to pick up an order from Sainsbury's. It's a £4 order. Does have some alcohol in it, but not far to go, only about 0.8 miles to go, and then probably a mile or so to the customer. Let's go pick it up. Hi there, have you got 102? Cheers. All right, let's go drop this one off. Less than a mile. Nice quick one. Quite heavy on the back, but not too far to go, so not an issue. Hi there, my dear, how are you? You don't have any ID on you, do you? You don't have any ID on you, do you?
I do, but I've not ordered anything.
Oh, have you not?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I think before there was, and then it disappeared. Don't worry, ignore. They sometimes stick it on there by accident.
The most adventurous thing's a cheesecake.
I don't think you need age ID for that, but there you go, my dear. Sorry about that. Have you got your code? 76. Thank you. Have a great day. All right, well, that's done. Didn't take too long. I might draw things to a close here. Just got to go and pick up the car from its MOT. But good to get out again. Good to be out on the road. Good to be delivering. Good to be chatting to you. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time of day it is, what a time of week it is. Have a fantastic one.